Hello and welcome everybody to another Hearthstone card evaluation. This time it's the Forbidden Flame from the upcoming expansion Whispers of the Old Gods. So, what is this card? It's a 0 mana cost spell for Mage Epic that says spend all your mana and deal that much damage to a minion. So, yeah. First of all, let's see, are there really many needings of damaging a minion? Don't you want to have more versatility, like saying okay, Frostbolt, which says okay, deal 3 damage, and you can do this to the enemy hero, or you can do this to an enemy minion. That depends on you. Yeah, most probably you want this. The point is, Forbidden Flame looks to be a really bad card, or at least not a really good card. Like, whoa, yeah, like for example, the Frostbolt is a really good card because the damage is mana efficient. You have more damage than you pay in mana, so 3 damage for 2 mana, and the freezing effect. That's just so super good. But also the Forgotten Torch, which deals 3 damage to wherever you want, and gives you another card for it. So there are really good damage options for Mage that say spend your mana, not that say spend your mana, but deal damage to a minion. Last but not least, the Flame Lance, if I look correctly at the name. One moment, I'm looking it up. Moment. Yeah, the Flame Lance, which says 5 mana, deal 8 damage to a minion. So that is even more efficient than Forbidden Flame, correct? So how could this card be interesting? Yeah, you see, the point in this is that the Forbidden Flame costs us 0 mana. So this means, for example, we play a Flame Waker or any other card that profits from us casting a spell. Current cards are Archmage Antonidas, Flame Waker, Wild Pyromancer if you do want to see it this way, Mana Worm, and the Violet Teacher. So the point is, how about thinking this way? You play a Flame Waker on turn 3, then you play a coin and do whatever, mirror image, and then you play 2 times Forbidden Flame for free. And it says, okay, I can deal with your whole board, and I deal 1, 2, 3, let's say we only play 1 Forbidden Flame, then we deal 3 times 6 damage through the Flame Waker. The Forbidden Flame always means 2 damage from Flame Waker. Always means +1 attack for Mana Worm. Always means 1 Fireball from Antonidas, 1 AoE damage from Pyromancer, or 1/1 dude from Violet Teacher. So yeah, Forbidden Flame is standalone, no good card. But if you do it as a tech choice in, for example, Freeze Mage, for getting fireballs out of Archmage Antonidas, or if you do this as a tech choice for Tempo Mage, just to keep the Tempo Mage alive, this card can really be a good option. It's not broken, it's not super bad, and I just want to point out that it's not super bad because I like the idea here. The idea is spend all your mana and do something that your class is really good at. For example, what is Mage good at? Mage is good at dealing direct damage. Okay, the restriction is that this card is bad because it only deals damage to a minion. Because otherwise you could just say, okay, I have a turn 10 a turn 10 Pyroblast. Just by could using this all of the time. And then you just never play wild, then you just never play Pyroblast, but you always play Forbidden Flame. Yeah, and you just don't do, because Forbidden Flame says deal damage only to a minion. And most people think, okay, damage to a minion is bad, but it turned out also that Arcane Blast was no bad option, because it was a card that cost us so low mana, only 1 point of mana, and that made it very, very valuable for Tempo Mage. And so let's say you have 2 Arcane Blasts and 2 Forbidden Flames, can be really good for Tempo Mage, really good, because there's just so many RNG effects, or RNG damage outputs from the Flame Wakers, that you just can't ignore that. Even if the Forbidden Flame deals 0 damage to a minion, it deals 2 random damage for 0 mana. And that is like 1 point less than an that arcane missiles do, which have deal 3 damage randomly split among all enemies, or 0 mana, deal 2 damage split among all random enemies. So I would say Forbidden Flame is no card that is really crazy at the late game, because you just can't utilize it very well, because most of the times if you play it, you just want to pop out a random effect. But yeah, for example, let's say you play Tempo Mage, you need to wait for your Antonidas, also okay. Or you want to protect your Mana Worm, that's also an option. For example, you have a Mana Worm, put out on turn 1, and then your enemy just plays something like I don't know. You could say, yeah. For example, he plays something like Shielded Minibot. I know Shielded Minibot won't be in standard mode there, but you could deal with that. You could also deal. You couldn't deal with a Shielded Minibot on turn 2 by just pinging it. Yeah. So we just have to see if there maybe are other cards that use the if you cast a spell option in their name. And if there are, then you know why Forbidden Flame is implemented in that. Yeah, and I say I just wish for more cards like for Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Shaping. I want this for every class. Just so cool. Yeah. Okay, guys, if I said anything that is stupid in your opinion or intelligent in your opinion, I would be really happy about receiving a comment in the videos below. No hate post, but being constructive is so important here, because we all want to profit from the upcoming expansion. I'm just doing this for you guys, and yeah, I just want you to profit from evaluations and thinking about this card, just like me. I'm also watching other guys evaluating the stuff. Just want to see what their opinions are. Yeah, just random talking here. Just ignore that. Okay, so if you like this video, please just leave me a thumb up button. If you didn't like, then you didn't like. Okay, and yeah, would be happy if you subscribe if you like this. But anyway, just have a nice day and just tune into the next video. Bye.